Namaskar dosto. Welcome to our channel What Does This Data Say? I am Ajay Prakash. Today I want to start with a small experiment. In front of you are photographs of 7 people. I have put them in 2 slides for better viewing. Take a moment, I'll keep rolling both these slides. Take a moment, look at these faces and try to identify them just by their face. Try to identify them just by looking at their face. Okay, I can confidently say most viewers will recognize maybe one or maybe two. Maybe a few of you won't even identify even a single person. It's rather difficult, isn't it? That difficulty is not your fault. It is the subject of today's episode. Over the last decade, India's political structure has undergone a quiet but deep transformation. One of the biggest changes is the decline of strong state level leadership. Let me first disclose the names of those persons. These are all Modi's men running the BJP ruled states, the chief ministers of Indian states. We have Pushkar Singh Dhami of Uttarakhand, Mohan Charan Manjhi of Odisha, Bhajan Lal Sharma Rajasthan, Mohan Yadav Madhya Pradesh, Bhupendra Patel Gujarat, Naib Singh Saini Haryana, and Vishnu Dev Sai Chhattisgarh. Traditionally, chief ministers were mass leaders, administrators with long records, deeply rooted in their states, publicly recognizable figures. But today, in many BJP ruled states, the trend is opposite. Chief ministers are often politically low profile, almost unknown outside their constituencies, and elevated suddenly, sometimes shockingly. This is not an attack on individuals. Each one of them has worked hard to reach where they are. The issue is why and how this pattern has emerged. When it comes to staying in power, there is no one better than Modi who learns very fast. The rise of Yogi Adityanath fundamentally altered Narendra Modi's approach to selecting chief ministers. In 2017, Yogi became the chief minister not because Modi or Amit Shah chose him, but because the RSS insisted on it. What followed was a political lesson for the High Command. Yogi built an independent mass base, cultivated his own brand, and emerged as a leader who could not easily be controlled from Delhi. For Amit Shah, this meant that the BJP's most important state, Uttar Pradesh, was increasingly shaped by a leader outside his influence. Modi too realized that the RSS could create alternative centers of power and that a strong autonomous chief minister can become bigger than the party structure itself. After this experience, the central leadership became determined never to allow another state leader to acquire the kind of popularity and independence that Yogi did. That is why today's BJP's chief ministers are deliberately low profile, compliant, and centrally managed. Even in the present lot of BJP chief ministers, there is just no one who can challenge Modi today. So, what Modi apparently is trying to assure is that no one remains around to challenge Amit Shah as well. When the time comes for Amit Shah to be sworn in, and that moment is not too far away. The solution to this was very simple. Start nominating the chief ministers instead of following the parliamentary practice of the election by the state legislature. So let's come straight to the selection process. In parliamentary democracy, the MLAs of the ruling party are expected to elect their leader. who then becomes the chief minister. But what we see today is a very different system described by many observers as the name comes on a chit from Delhi, meaning no discussion with MLAs, no formal leadership contest, no internal debate, no visibility of the final shortlist. Simply, an envelope is handed over, the name is read aloud, and the clapping begins. This happened in Gujarat, Bhupendra Patel replacing Vijay Rupani, Rajasthan, Bhajan Lal Sharma replacing all the big names, Madhya Pradesh, Mohan Yadav replacing Shivraj Singh Chouhan, Haryana, Naib Singh Saini replacing Khattar, Chhattisgarh, Vishnu Dev Sai after an internal churn, well, he replaced Dr. Raman Singh, Odisha, Mohan Charan Manji, an unexpected pick altogether. Even party workers have stated this openly. We also found the name from the television. This level of centralization is new and rather dramatic. The old stalwarts are out. Vasundhara Raje Scindia of Rajasthan, Shivraj Singh Chouhan MP, Raman Singh Chhattisgarh, Manohar Lal Khattar Haryana. For Modi and Shah, the only thorn in their side remains Uttar Pradesh. Let's briefly and respectfully look at the seven faces. Pushkar Singh Dhami of Uttarakhand, a young face, not the tallest leader in the state. Governance challenges remain, paper leaks, administrative instability. Mohan Charan Manji, the name itself is unknown, in Odisha, a surprise pick, little visibility in urban political circles before elevation. Third is Bhajan Lal Sharma of Rajasthan, a very low profile leader in the state that was known for heavyweights like Shekhawat and Vijay Rajesh Scindia. Mohan Yadav, Madhya Pradesh, academic leaning, quiet political presence, followed the long rule of Shivraj Singh Chouhan. And then Bhupendra Patel in Gujarat, a friend of Mr. Modi himself, a first time surprise name, replaced a more senior leader like Nitin Patel. And Naib Singh Saini in Haryana, who is struggling with governance even today, took over suddenly after Khattar stepped down. Not known as a mass leader, not known even as a leader. Vishnu Dev Sai of Chhattisgarh, a tribal leader with grassroots support but limited statewide identity. These are not leaders with sweeping mandates, iconic records, or mass visibility. Most of them began their term with almost zero recognition outside their constituencies. Performance varies from state to state. Most have implemented central schemes efficiently, maintained organizational discipline, avoided personal controversies. But when it comes to signature reforms or transformational policies or a statewide vision or independent decision making, the record is thin for all of them. Unlike past chief ministers whose identity was inseparable from major achievements, with many of these leaders, it is difficult to associate any major initiative directly with them. To understand the contrast, consider the chief ministers of earlier decades. In Rajasthan, we had Bhairo Singh Shekhawat, called the CEO of Rajasthan, highly visible, highly capable. Madhya Pradesh had Arjun Singh, Digvijay Singh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, all commanding leaders. Gujarat saw Keshubhai Patel, of course, Narendra Modi himself, one of the strongest chief ministers in recent history. Haryana saw Devilal, Bansilal, and Huda, all heavyweights. Chhattisgarh had Ajit Jogi, Raman Singh, both powerful in their own eras. And Odisha, the great Biju Patnaik, Naveen Patnaik, towering figures with iconic administrative styles. These leaders had long tenures, major reforms linked to their names, and strong public recall. The difference today is stark. There are several structural reasons for this shift. I'll go through them one by one. First is the high command control. The BJP leadership emphasizes unity and tight control. Strong regional leaders can challenge that ecosystem. Second is avoiding rival power centers. A highly popular chief minister can become a power center on his own, something the high command would prefer to avoid. Next is ease of management. Low profile chief ministers are easier to replace or realign if things go wrong. We have seen that happen in Gujarat several times. Nationalization of politics. State elections today revolve around Modi's image, not local leaders. This reduces the incentive to build strong regional faces. Let me also touch upon the Yogi Adityanath factor. There is also a very important political lesson that the central leadership has drawn: the rise of Yogi Adityanath. In 2017, the BJP leadership was preparing to elevate Keshav Prasad Maurya as Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. But the RSS strongly backed Yogi and eventually he was chosen. What followed was unexpected. Yogi built one of the strongest personal brands in Indian politics. He commands a loyal base, has a clear ideological identity, and sometimes is even spoken of as the potential future Prime Minister of India. For the central leadership, especially Amit Shah, this has been a reminder of what happens when a state leader becomes too powerful. Yogi is influential, independent, and not easily controlled. That experience reshaped the strategy. The BJP does not want another Yogi emerging in any state. We saw a similar dynamic in Madhya Pradesh. Shivraj Singh Chouhan was becoming extremely strong after multiple terms. Despite his popularity, he was removed after 2023 and shifted to a low key union portfolio, a role in which he appears far less engaged. His exit was not due to failure, it was due to his growing stature. When citizens don't know their CM, they can't judge performance. And politics starts becoming one dimensional. Everything becomes about one leader, not a team of leaders. This weakens the federal balance. So let's be very clear. This episode is not an attack on any individual. These men are honestly doing their job within the framework given to them. The real issue is the system and the structure. Should chief ministers emerge from within the state? Should MLAs have a meaningful say? Should India encourage stronger regional leadership or continue with a hyper centralized model? These are questions that shape the future of our democracy. So, next time you see a picture of a chief minister and struggle to identify him, remember it's not your fault. It reflects a political culture where visibility, vision, and public connection have been replaced by a centralized control. India is a union of states, and states deserve their own leaders, strong leaders, accountable leaders, leaders chosen by the people, not by a chit. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next episode. I am Ajay Prakash.